ramped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ready?
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Steve 6. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Go. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Nobody.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marcus Davenport was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And the Saints 1st down.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 38, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at their 49-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Ready? You ready? Check, check. Walk 54. Walk 54. In your face.
Breeze now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically their scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
52's the mic. Check. Mike 52. Come off the ball. Hard. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Ready. 5-9. Check right, 54. Good kill. Pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up. 54. Mine.
54. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready? 95-56.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back down the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Breeze. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a third down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
We go 21.
To throw, it's Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Breeze now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Breeze's throw on target to Cook. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Here's Breeze. And oh my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Come on now.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any.
And Kamara has it stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Here we go.
To throw is Breeze. This will be caught just inside the 10. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Saints' 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm here all day. Hey, Haywood. Mike 22. Here we go. Look at me. Zipper. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. 6 man. Check. Hey, wahoo. 5.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, watch the ball. 52 get.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike ready? 95-56. Let's go.
43. A quarterback run, good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a third down.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's third down.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Tannehill now to throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. On first down, Tannehill. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. Go! 52's the mic, boy, 52. Watch QB hit it.
Here's Tannehill. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, here's Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Ready. 47, Mike. Mike, 47. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Check 31. Check 31. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey. High 7. 47's a Mike. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Back. Rock it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill, and his throw is incomplete. There defensively to break that one up, Ken Crawley.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yep. That's the way. Check 52 to Mike. Check. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Breeze. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Cameron Wake racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
First down, Saints.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Throwing now is Breeze. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Breida. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Let's go. Squeeze. Any weapon.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Matt Breida, his fourth touchdown on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Breeze going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Cameron Wake, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Let's get this all day.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play. Brees finding Thomas. 58 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Nashville. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Brees. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
We got this.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Just like that. Just like that.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Hey. Bravo.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. 30 base. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. This is Breida. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 9, check 9. Check 4, check 4.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
I'm letting you know right now, you better break it. Check 52, 49, check 49.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Here we go.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You must be dreaming.
Now it's Breida. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
61. Matchbox. Light. 9.
They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
14. 57. 57. Hey, exit. 57. 57.
Back to throw, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Ready. Yellow lady. 54 Mike. Check. Mike
Breeze to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Yellow lady.
They run it again with Kamara. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's now 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Push him back. No. Check that. Fair. Ready? SOS.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Ready? 70, Indy. I got you. Hey, team 6. 22, Mike, 22. Watch the run. Mike, 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. You can't.
One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for New Orleans, their hopes of a 500 season stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.